Namaste. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special overview webinar organized by Indica Courses. I am Dimple Kaul, the Director of Academic Programs at Indica, and I'm really excited to have you all join us this evening. The overview webinar series serves as a platform for learners to get a detailed understanding of what each Indica course offers and helps the participants to make informed enrollment choices. Today, we will be discussing our upcoming Indica course, Holistic Wellbeing with Ayurveda. But before we begin, I would like to briefly introduce Indica to you all. Indica is an institute dedicated to preserving, promoting, and advancing Indian knowledge systems. Our vision is to foster health, happiness, and harmony for humanity through the wisdom of Indic knowledge. We work across multiple domains of academics, events, publications, and community building initiatives through our centers, books, and an online journal. Our mission is twofold. We offer authentic, aesthetic, and immersive learning experiences that transform lives. And we empower change makers, which includes thought leaders, social entrepreneurs, and cultural leaders to fulfill their potential and contribute positively to society. Indica Courses, our educational arm, curates a range of programs designed to make traditional Indian knowledge accessible to learners across the globe. We bridge the gap between ancient Gurukulams and modern universities, providing structured, immersive learning experiences. Today, we will be highlighting Holistic Wellbeing with Ayurveda, our upcoming Indica course, which offers a comprehensive journey into Ayurveda's timeless principles, focusing on enhancing well-being across physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual dimensions. Participants will learn to integrate Ayurvedic insights into their daily lives, helping them manage emotions, resolve conflicts, and cultivate overall health and harmony. The course is designed to guide you towards deeper self-awareness and align your lifestyle with holistic practices that promote balance. This Indica course runs from the 4th of November with live sessions every Monday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. IST. You'll receive access to recordings for flexible learning and a certificate of completion upon successfully finishing the course. This evening, we are honored to have amongst our midst Dr. Madhusri RN as our esteemed faculty. She holds a BAMS and MD in Ayurveda Psychology and Psychiatry with specialized training in adolescent health counseling. She has conducted numerous awareness campaigns in schools, colleges, and workplaces, making significant contributions to mental health awareness. Her research interests include obsessive compulsive disorders, and she has over 5 years of experience as a faculty member at the Sharada Ayurvedic College. Presently, Madhusri ji practices in Bagalkot, Karnataka, bringing both practical and academic expertise to her teachings. I'm confident that with her guidance, you'll gain valuable insights into applying Ayurveda to everyday life and thereby helping you achieve a balanced and fulfilling state of well-being. Now, without further ado, I would like to hand over the session to Dr. Madhusri RN, who will give you a deeper overview of the course content and towards the end, answer any questions that you might have. Madhusri ji, over to you.
Thank you, Dimple ji. Namaste, everyone. I'm very happy and glad to be the part of the Indica team, and I'm very happy and thankful at this occasion that Indica team has given me an opportunity to start the course. So I would also thank each and everyone who have enrolled in the course. And now let us begin the journey. This is the course named by Holistic Wellbeing with Ayurveda. So, and this webinar is only related, what is the overview of the holistic well-being, mainly with the principles of Ayurveda, yoga. So how we can move into the holistic well-being and flourish our lives. So nowadays, the term holistic is widely used everywhere. When we go for any hospitals or when we go for any like for psychological well-being, we treat you holistically. We should approach in a holistic way. So this is the term oftenly used nowadays. So what is this holistic means? In very nutshell, in a very simple language to tell, holistic is nothing but whole approach of the of the individual. Like an individual is not only the physical entity, is mental, emotional, social, and spiritual well-being also. So we have to treat him in all the aspect, that is 360 degree. We have to approach the disease or approach the client whenever he comes to us and approach to in any aspects in our life. that is in all the 5 levels, that is mainly physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual wellness. So it is a comprehensive approach to health and wellness that considers the interconnectedness of all aspects of an individual life. So based on the idea that a person is a complex system, and that achieving the balance between all of these dimensions will lead to a improved well-being. So we all know that the human being body is only, it is not made up of body cells. We all know this is science of human body. We are made up of nervous system, okay, the sensory organ system, the respiratory system, the cardiac system, the digestive system, the excretory system, or the musculoskeletal system. Are we only made up of this? This is a question. Uh, are you hearing, ma'am? Are you audible?
Madhuji, please, it's
Yes.
fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the human being is not only made up of cells, he is also made up of as Ayurveda tells, the Sharira, Indriya, Sattva, Atma, Samyoge, Dhari, Jivitam. So there should be the connection between the Sharira, the physical entity, and Indriya. Indriya is also, it also comes under the physical entity. Manas, mind, Sharira, Indriya, Sattva, Samyoge. And all these three put together, it constitutes the dhari. Dhari is nothing but the life man, Jivitam. So we thus the cells, only the cells or the physical entity does not make the whole human being. He is the human. The human life is only told when he is when there is an interconnection between all the system, when there is an interconnection between the mind, when there is an interconnection between his social aspects, how we react to the situation, how we will be with the other person. So all this matters to any person to flourish in the life, or to give his full potential to his life. So nowadays the neuroscience, it is the emerging field in this scientific era, where the many research activities have empowered the principles of the Ayurveda. They have revalidated the principles of Ayurveda, and there are various research which shows that for example, the human body does not function in an organ based in an organ based isolation. The body works in a compact whole. It does not work as a bit and bit. So in addition, the human organism also, it does not exist as a only an organism. He can't live only I. So he has to be in the planet, he has to be in symbiosis with all other living organisms. So where there are living organisms, billions around us. So and it is a very important, interesting fact that every single cell in the human body likes the other cells of the human body also. For example, the brain cells like the respiratory cell, the brain cells likes the liver cell, the liver cells likes the brain cells, and this we will learn in next, that is gut brain axis, and there are a lot of interconnection between all these systems. So okay, so all the cells that does not like each other, sorry, all the cells does not like each only one part of only the brain cells or the blood cells or that, but they also love other human being also. The cells also love the cells of the other human being also. So this process is called as synctium. So this is a term very much used nowadays in neuroscience. So that is what we tell, we have to love each other, kindness, compassion. This is where the social well-being of a person constitutes very much for the well-being. So not only the physical entity or the social factor, there is also another important factor where the mind matters a lot. So in the life is nothing but the how we react to the situation, and it is nothing but the balance between the psycho, neuro, immuno, endocrinology axis, what we tell, that is HPA axis or HNA axis. So there are a lot of axes where all these systems, they work in the synchrony with each other. So what is that which makes us, each one of us who we are? This is nothing but the prakritis, the individual prakriti which is told in Ayurveda, that is Rajasika prakriti, Tamasika prakriti, and Satvika prakriti. So a situation one which is stress to one being may not be very much stress to other person. He may react and he can adapt, and he can easily resolve that factor. But the same situation may be very, very, very difficult for a person, and he may blame the other person. It may generate so much of other anger issue, depression, and so many things. So what is that which generates stress in each of us? So where is that lies the uniqueness? So what is that which makes us feel, perceive, experience, and act in a unique manner? So this is nothing but the prakriti is what we tell, or now or in the neuropsychology or in the neuroscience, what is telling is the brain mapping, or whether we are still living, whether we have to evolve. So all of us know that brain is evolved, right? That is from primitive brain, the reptilian brain, to mammalian brain to rational brain. That is what we call neocortex brain. So how the person moves from the primitive to mammalian, from mammalian to the neocortex, or the rational brain, he begins to flourish, or he begins to live in a very, very, very happily. He can adapt to the situation. There is a lot of resilience in him. He can flourish his life. So how to move from the reptilian or from the mammalian brain to the neocortex brain, or from tamasika, rajasika to sattvika mind, is what the principles of Ayurveda or the principles of yoga has led so many they have told so many regimens, rituals, how we can go, how we can evolve, or how we can flourish ourselves, or how we can be the best version of ourselves. So this is so this in this course we will learn all those techniques. So this is what the mind matters. And the holistic well-being is nothing but the approach of the whole individual aspect, from the physical, mental, and social, and the spiritual. So mainly the treatment aspect or the approach will be based on the principles of Ayurveda, yoga, and pranayama, where the Ayurveda tells the dinacharya aspect, how we have to be, how to align our circadian rhythm, that is sleep cycle, sleep wake cycle. So and the food, that is gut brain axis, how we have to take the food also pertaining to each season, and why it should be done. And the sadruta principle, sadruta is nothing but how we have to be at the social level. And yoga and dhyana, this is the breathing techniques, and how the breathing techniques itself, it influences the brain, how the nasal breathing techniques, it changes the delta, it changes the EEG waves. So this will be told, so that one incorporates these techniques in a scientific way, and make their life, or make his decision pattern, or make his brain patterns very, 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 very uniquely and rationally, and make his best version of them. So this course syllabus mainly includes the introduction to Ayurvedic definitions of health, well-being, and positive psychology. And there is overview of Manasa Prakriti, Sattva, Tamas, and Rajas, and understanding the Dharaniya Vegas, Sadvruta principles, and Achara Rasayana, exploration of emotional quotient, application of Dharaniya Vega and Sadvruta principles in mindfulness practices, and all these insights into the neuroscience and achieving wellness through scientific yoga rituals. So who can join this course? People who want to flourish their lives, who want to reduce work pressure, improve their relationships, who want to improve their judgment, increase concentration in studies and work, resolve internal conflicts, and realize their best version of themselves, who have to take their charge of their life. As Swami Vivekananda has told, you are the creator of your destiny. So who want to create their destiny, they can join this course. So there is no prior knowledge of any aspect of health, psychology, Ayurveda, or yoga is necessary. So approach this course, it will be in the English. So we'll correlate the topics with positive psychology, neuroscience, and the study structure will be in a scientific approach way. And in some aspects, there will be the research-based insights will be given. The journals will be also highlighted. And in some topics, there will be self-assessments, questionnaires will be given to the participants. For example, wellness questionnaires, self-esteem questionnaires, stress scale questionnaires. So there are a lot of questionnaires which are very it can be self-assessed by the participants by themselves, and there will be grading. Okay, so this will be done first to the course, like when we deal subsequent topics, and at the end you can then compare yourself with another time assessing yourself with the self assessment scale. So the session will be for 1 hour. So we will engage for 45 minutes, and last 10 to 15 minutes will be given for the question and answer. I request everyone to participate. There should not be the monotonic way. The learners can also post their questions on the discussion form. And thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madhushri. You can stop sharing the screen now, maybe, so that you can stop sharing the screen
Okay.
and close the deck so that we can have you on our screen so that the participants can see you. You can just close this. Yes. So,
Yeah. Thank you.
you kept it very short and sweet, as was expected. And after, listening to you, I now realize why you were so calm even before the session, and how, you were managing everything. And it's a delight to have seen you operate in that whole equanimity framework. And then, like, I wish the audience would have seen the before the session jitter.
Yeah.
And because we were preparing, there were some technical issues and all, but all through that, Madhushri ji was like, she had a very stoic presence, which helped us also keep calm. And no wonder, I mean, you are somebody who is embodying what she has learned. So I feel
Thank
inspired
you, ma'am. Thank you so
to
much.
enroll in your program. We have a question. We have two questions, and we have Dr. Rao who's raised his hand. So, Rao sir, we'll first take these two questions that are posted. Madhuji will answer that, and maybe then we will invite you to, participate. You can even converse. So, Madhuji, if you if you look at the Q&A session, there is Jan Ji. She has put an observation.
Yes, yes, yes.
So she says, I thought it was the doshas which defined the Prakriti, not the Mahagunas. So if you could just respond to that.
Yes, yes. Ma'am, okay. Doshas, the doshas, when they are in the psychological aspect, we call them as dhatus. That is
Okay.
tridhatus we call. That is nothing but vata, pitta, kapha. They are present in each and every one in a very psychological way. They have to be present in a very psychological homeostasis. Sorry, psychological, not physiological homeostasis. So when they will be at their own stage, own stage and own sthanas, what we call, and at their own position. Okay, then they are called as tridhatu. Dharayanti iti dhatu, we tell them. When these doshas, they are not in their own state, then they are called as dosha. That is dushayanti iti doshas. So, dosha also are formed from the mahagunas.
Understood. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that helps. There's
Okay.
one more question. Rather, this is Sophia ji has sought your comment. Madhushri ji, what do you think of this statement? If there is a statement that she has posted from Rajiv Malhotra ji's book,
Okay.
it says mental health is a prerequisite for any spiritual pursuit. Sophia ji wants to know, what do you think of this? That mental health is a prerequisite for any spiritual pursuit.
It is their individual, I feel. The spirituality is, so many people will be like non-orthodox, and they are not. So it is nothing but the connecting ourselves to the higher energy, what I tell.
Okay.
It is the energy, what I tell. It may not be the God or anything. It may be in the quantum way, or that energy, the electrical energy, whatever you tell. It may be like that, but it depends upon the person. It is an individual aspect.
Okay. Sophia ji has one more question that she has posted in the Q&A box. What could you say about Ayurveda's approach to increasing better friendships and relationships?
Yeah, that will be learned in the course. It
But
is what the Sadhruta principles are told, and how we have to regulate our emotions has been told.
so if you could just give a small case for her to, like, kind of get a sample of what so she says that what could you say? So I'm sure the answer is yes, it will help you, but just an example as to how that happens might help the audience, just if you feel like any
Okay.
example, like how does it help? Like, because it helps one regulate oneself, how does that come
Yes,
up?
sir. For example, in friendship, ma'am, there will be a lot of like individual aspect, a lot of differences will be there. So in any personal relationships or in any relationship. So whenever another person is in anger mode or agitated mode or in some very like higher level, it is better we calm down and we regulate and we think where and what they are. That is nothing but emotional regulation, what we tell. Okay, so how we have to listen, then we have to respond rather than react, the responding. So this is what is told in Ayurvedic principles. For example, if you practice the principles like yoga, especially the pranayama techniques, what we tell, that is it may be the anulom or vilom, or the yogasanas. It increases the flexibility of the neuronal synapses also. And but it is not an one day aspect. It should take at least 3 months, what we tell. The new circuit to form, it takes around 3 months to form. So yeah, these love, compassion, and everything will come, but it takes time. So that is what we will going to learn in the due course.
Understood.
Listening, regulating our emotions, and how to adapt to the situation, and how to calm others, and how to calm ourselves also, rather than going into conflicts, rather than reacting.
Okay.
That's
Understood. So, Sophia ji, yes, we understood. Thanks for clarifying that you didn't mean friendships and relationships, but friendship relationship specifically. So, I think what Madhusri ji just said kind of answers that. But how does it impact? For that, you have to participate in the course, because, and I'm sure, if you can provide in the course or during the session, keeping the privacy of participants intact. If there are any use cases that you would want to bring forth, I'm sure she will appreciate, Madhusri ji will appreciate and help. So there's one more question by Sophia ji. She says, which sort of linkage to neurosciences do you do when you teach about Ayurveda?
yeah. It is not very specific, ma'am. It is not very specific. Like it is a like in the neuronal synapses way, like that. It is not so specific to neuroscience.
Then we have a question by Mrinalini Menenji. To what extent would this course address the management of stress, coping with loneliness, and similar psychological traumas?
Yeah, that's what I want to enroll them for the course. There is a separate chapter of Dharaniya Vegas, emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, and how we have to regulate them, and how we have to practice ourselves, and how we have to calm. That's what it is.
So, in fact, what I heard you speak is that before the course will begin, people will have to fill a questionnaire, and at the end again, so that
Yes,
they
yes,
they will observe the shift in themselves. So,
yes.
Mrinalini ji, the proof of the pudding will be in eating it. So, I guess the answer to your question is that Madhushri ji has, in fact, she mentioned she mentioned who all should join. In that, she specifically focused on these aspects. So, I'm hoping that you find. The ability, the skills, or whatever is required to manage stress and cope with such traumas, etc. So, we really would look forward to seeing you in class. Uh, Chaminanji is thanking us, and there is an anonymous attendee. They have posted that is it possible to tell me the difference between Ayurveda and Siddha medicine? It is for you to answer or not. I leave it to you, Madhushri ji. Would you like to?
Yes, yes. Mainly Ayurveda and Siddha, the principles are the same, but the medicine aspect changes. In
Okay.
Ayurveda, we use much of herbal drugs, and it is of mineral drugs also we use. But in Siddha, the mineral drugs are widely extensively used. That is what it is.
Okay. Dr. Y.N. Rao Garu, I am moving you to the panel so that you can actually ask whatever you wanted to ask, because your hand has been, like, I can see the raise hand icon for a long time. I don't know if it is deliberately or uh, I'm not sure. So I am bringing you to the panel, but your audio is still connecting. So while your audio connects, we have another question in the Q&A box by Sophia G. Sophia G asks, what would you comment about Ayurveda's way of looking at mental health for the people watching this video through YouTube?
Okay. The Ayurvedic principles of mental health is very, very good actually. And mental health policy, mental health act actually of 2017, I think. And we are also included as a mental health professionals also. And the Nimans has also started the MD Manasaroga course in the integrative approach in the integrative health. So I think we have a lot of things to offer to the mental health, like maybe like in the severe conditions, like for depressions or for in agitated aggressive patient, there may not be very like diazepam, those injections. But in the mild to moderate conditions, yes, we can help the patients. That is what it is holistic, I'm telling. It is not only the medicines, it is not only the medicine, it is a lifestyle, it is our emotions, it is our social connectedness, and it is our connecting to the higher energy or whatever the spiritual aspect. This all matters a lot in the mental health. That's what I'm stressing that.
Thank you, Madhuji. Dr. Rao, you are now in the panel and your hand is still raised. If you would like to comment, participate, ask a question, please let us know, because we can't hear you, so we are not sure whether you've pressed this hand deliberately or inadvertently. So I'll still let you be in the panel, and probably if you're able to unmute yourself, you could ask your question. But in the interim, if there are any other questions by any participant, please let us know. And since we have some time left, we'd welcome you to get into the panel and ask something if you would want. Just want to reiterate that in addition to this beautiful course, we have other 9 courses coming up. So I would really request the participants currently and those who watch us on our channel later to look up Indica.courses and see which course vibes with them. So for example, this course, Mrinality Niji said first that she had thought that it would be more like a bioscience, life science kind of a course, but going through this whole session helped her realize that probably it offers what she was looking for. And I'm so glad that she says that she would be joining. In the same manner, if you go to Indica.course's website, each of the course enrollment pages has a description. And why are we offering, and that why and how we are offering will definitely make you take a call on what is in it for you. And in addition to, we have a question. So Sophia ji, for people based in India, this is in rupees, and for people who live outside of India, it is in dollars. So that's how this happens. And I was about to say that sometimes we keep getting requests from participants that they would like to enroll in 4 courses at the same time, and we also look at the financial implications for them. So we have lots of such concessions happening, wherein if you enroll in 3 courses, we offer scholarships. If there are students who cannot afford the full fees, we always encourage you to write to us at reachout@indica.courses and seek support if you wish to. And we are a small non-profit organization. We do not have the marketing muscle to promote our courses. For example, this wonderful course by Madhushri Ji, which starts in November, this would benefit a lot of people. Since we cannot promote it, we would really urge you to talk about it or share this free recording with people who you feel would benefit, because essentially, as we said, that we want to cater to the well-being of all beings. That is the vision that we have at Indica. So we always seek your support in ensuring that the people who you believe will benefit from our offerings get to know about us. There are please give the web link. Okay, so Dr. Rao has asked me, so I am sharing the link. Sir, I have sent you the enrollment link for this particular course. So, Sophia ji, why do you not please write to us at reachout@indica.courses, because this is a more operational concern. We will definitely address this concern of yours. So, please drop us an email at reachout@indica.courses and the team will get in touch with you. So that is there. Dr. Rao hasn't yet participated by unmuting his microphone. So I'm guessing his concern or query was only about the enrollment link. So I will allow him to rest in the participant session so that he doesn't feel that we're spotlighting too much. With this, if there are any other questions that you have, please feel free to post in the Q&A session, because we have some time left. Having said that, a recording of this particular webinar will be shared with everyone who registered for the free webinar. And if while watching it at your convenience, if there are any questions that you have, feel free to mail us at reachout@indica.courses, reachout@indica.courses, and we will certainly get in touch with you. I guess because there are no more questions, and the fact that the presentation that you shared was succinct to the point, and it kind of gave us an idea of what it is that one should expect. I am sorely tempted to enroll in it myself. And the beauty is that if I'm unable to make it in time for any live session, I can always catch up asynchronously through the recordings which are available on the portal. So I think with that, we are now reaching the end of this webinar. It is really always a joy to see so many folks come up and show up and encourage us by their presence. I cannot overemphasize the pleasure and the validation that we get from that. It makes us feel that what we are doing is worth its while. So now we are coming towards the end of this session. So thank you so much, Dr. Madhushri ji, for this insightful interaction. And thank you to everyone who participated, showed up, asked questions. And even those who did not ask questions, thank you so much for showing your appreciation for what we bring to the table. And I really hope that for those who participated in real time or those who will watch the recording later, this overview webinar provides a clear understanding of how this holistic well-being with Ayurveda Indica course can be a transformative experience. So if you have any questions, please reach out to us, and we will make sure that we respond to you. And there are other courses also that you could view on Indica.courses. So we are here to support your journey of holistic well-being, and we look forward to you in the class. Thank you so very much again, and I wish you a wonderful evening and an amazing weekend ahead. Till we meet in the next overview webinar. Thank you so much.
Namaste.